I got you on that one, Jeff.
I can see how my kitchen window, my little one's been coming in working, and I looked out there, and today something about that.
Yes, I can't remember her
She
name.
said, you know, if you want. Off of that jet.
Beth.
Yeah, said she tries to split the week for it, but I think she's been doing it all the time. I said, you let me know. School desk.
I tried to get Rob to come back there and fresh back.
I just,
I think we would, clean up the yard.
I'm talking about going just for a pallet place, or like 1A or 2A. Over there with the Mexicans. Oh, yeah. Something happens. Hey, get that, get that.
You got some. What? You're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Take the games on here. We're running a perfect score on fire.
did you get from Neil? Did you get those back from Neil today? He
No, she didn't.
texted me and he said he promised he was in the back.
Yeah, he sent, they still sent the wrong.
Were you on patrol in town earlier? Did you see a guy walking around with a backpack?
I saw him going out of town. He was walking over.
He stopped at my house and asked me to buy him a transmission for his car. I'm not even kidding.
I did not see that guy.
Who is it?
7 o'clock.
I don't know why.
Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pledge. We have the minutes of the previous meeting.
A special board meeting was scheduled for June 11th, 2026. Kathy Lawhorn did properly advertise in the special meeting date. The meeting was called to order at 6 p.m. on June 11th, 2026 with a pledge to the flag. The following council members were in attendance: Tony Morris, Catherine Courier, and Jacob Atwood. The meeting was set to stream online and can be viewed at www.townofresses.org. Dave Keyser of Keyser and Associates was present and presented the council with a resolution 626, a resolution for rural business development grant application submission. Kathy Courier made a motion to pass the resolution. Jacob Atwood seconded. All approved. The council each reviewed the applicants for the position of the town marshal. Given Jacob Jones's experience and dedication while interim marshal, the council feels he will be the best for the position. Tony Morris made a motion to hire Jacob Jones as town marshal, and Jacob Atwood seconded. All approved. There was no other business. Tony Morris made a motion to adjourn at 6:27. Kathy Courier seconded. All approved. Then the monthly board meeting was called to order at 7 p.m. on Tuesday, March 24th, 2026. May 24th. Sorry about
I
that.
can be just like corridor.
With the pledge to the flag. The following council members were in attendance: Tony Morris, Catherine Courier, and Jacob Atwood. Our town attorney, this is the wrong one. Hold on, this is the wrong one. One moment, I'm sorry. That is not right.
Maybe what?
Delay.
We're currently experiencing potholes.
Yeah, it happens, it happens.
Do we have to say
I'm like,
the
I
pledge
haven't
again?
read this.
We don't have to say the pledge again, do we?
No, this is just, I'm just, I just,
I sing the national anthem. Okay.
I have my minutes out. Okay,
You start.
all right.
Oh, is that it?
So, the monthly board meeting that was scheduled for May 26th, 2026, had to be rescheduled to Friday, May 29th, due to council absences. Kathy Lawhorn did properly advertise the special meeting date. The meeting was called to order at 5 p.m. on May 29th, 2026, with a pledge to the flag. The following council members were in attendance: Tony Morris, Catherine Courier, and Jacob Atwood. Our town attorney, Tim Lannon, and interim marshal, Jacob Jones, were also in attendance. The meeting was set to stream online and can be viewed at www.townofresses.org. The meeting was also live on Arestas page of Facebook. The minutes of the last meeting were read. Kathy Courier made a motion to approve the minutes, and Tony Morris seconded. All approved. There was no fire report. Neil McKee was not in attendance, but he sent word that all is well. There was pretty good water leak at 25 Birch Street that is now fixed. The town had to wait a few extra days days due to not being considered an emergency, and it was holiday weekend. 811 was called and a repair was made. Jacob reported that there is a new road issue on Prospect Street that will need to be addressed soon. It looked as if part of the side of the road is crumbling. He reported that he received mosquito chemicals and will continue to spray, but now they are in need of a battery. Jacob will get the battery. Tim Lannon noted that the parks look really nice. Jacob Jones has really been working hard as interim marshal for the town of Reston. In the month he has been in charge of the police department. He has applied for a $5,000 grant from Gary Sinise Foundation. If approved, this money will be used for body armor and rifle plates. He applied for $1,500 grant from Jake Laird Foundation to purchase new duty phones for the police department, so there would never be a time when someone who needed to talk to the police department could not be reached. However, after speaking with Comcast, our current carrier, Jacob was able to lower our current bill and upgrade our speed. Tony Morris made a motion to continue with Comcast and Jacob Atwood seconded, all approved. This will save the town a substantial amount of money. Jacob also applied for emergency grant through a Madison County Community Foundation for assistance in covering the cost of changing the door locks to remote access locks. Jacob has applied for an IntelliGrant grant through IDHS to allow access to reimbursement opportunities for things like DUI enforcement. In the last 30 days, Jacob has also completed a federal 287 program training. This opens up opportunities for federal funding. In the month of May, the number of calls reported were 93. Jacob has begun detailed inventory of equipment in the police department and has designed a new patch. Goodness. There is no action taken in hiring any reserves at this time. Jacob has requested the purchase of an AED box for the department. The cost is around $80. Tony Morris made a motion to purchase the box and Jacob Atwood seconded, all approved. Tony and Kathy met with John Ellison and the representatives from E&B Paving for a pre-construction meeting. Everything seems to be in order and E&B will be paving in the month of June. This project is expected to take 1 day. The town has received 2 written quotes for the upgrade of the restroom in the town hall. Virgil's Home Maintenance out of Anderson, Indiana gave a quote of $10,463 and Nailed It Handyman Service quoted $16,771. Tony Morris made a motion to accept Virgil's bid due to being the lowest quote. Jacob Atwood seconded, all approved. Kathy will notify both parties. Tim Lannon recorded that there was a case filed and was accepted with OUCC and will look out for the info at the info to make their response. Tentative hearing is in September. No objections were received. We are on track to move forward. Tim noted that Neil McKee has been a tremendous help in this matter. The town park shelter is due to be constructed early June. OCPC have bought 2 picnic tables from the Pendleton Correctional Facility. Jacob Atwood mentioned that it would be nice to have a permanent barbecue grill installed. Tony said he is on the fence with this and we will revisit it at a later date. The America 250 celebration for the county is in full swing. The town of Orestes has a time capsule that is due to be opened. The town will incorporate the 250 celebration with the time capsule opening. The date for the opening of the time capsule is June 28th. Neil McKee provided a quote from Toric Engineering in the amount of $3,582 to climb the tower and reconnect a cable that is off. This $3,582 is a flat rate. Kathy has also talked to this company and asked them to disconnect any equipment that belongs to Benton Ridge Telecommunications because they are now $3,600 behind in payment. The council thought this amount was very high and asked Kathy to talk to Neil about a lower cost. Finally, the town received 7 applications for the town marshal position. Applications were accepted through May 31st, then the council started the interviews. Tony Morris requested to have an executive meeting on June 9th at 5 o'clock to discuss the applications. Kathy will post the notice prior to the executive meeting. Tony Morris made a motion to accept town claims 5-1 through 518 and water and wastewater claims 5-1 through 513. Jacob Atwood seconded, all approved. Tony Morris made a motion to adjourn at 5:59. Jacob Atwood seconded, all approved. The next regular scheduled meeting is July 22nd at 7 p.m. Respectfully submitted.
accept minutes as read.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right, the next item we'd like to take care of is we would like to congratulate Jacob Jones and name their newest town marshal. Hope he lasts longer than the last one,
I sure hope so.
but I know that there are dogs loose in Franklin and I don't know how good shots are. So anyway, we would like to offer you that position and have everybody sign off on it.
Okay.
So that's what I think we're gonna do at this time.
That's his acceptance letter, but I do have I have his oath right here too.
Make sure you sign where your name's at, because
Got it.
Kathy sometimes doesn't sign hers.
It's him, his sign's in the wrong place, he's trying to blame me.
Who's the employee signature? Oh,
It's him.
Jacob. Got it. Sorry about that.
Are we gonna do his oath?
Yes.
Can you use your pen?
Sure.
Are we gonna sign that now?
Thank you. I'll get you one and I'll leave you
Congratulations.
you.
one. You haven't oathed yet, so.
Well,
Not very yet.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and these are good here. You wanna come up here, honey? You can,
oh, I'm just gonna take video.
we got that covered.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Raise your hand and repeat after me.
Have her scoot in.
Scooch in.
There you go, good.
I,
got you
Jacob
now.
Jones,
I, Jacob Jones,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the state of Indiana,
and the state of Indiana,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties as
I will.
marshal
and I will faithfully and impartially discharge my duties as town marshal
of Arestas, Indiana,
of Arestas, Indiana,
according to law
according to law
and the best of my abilities.
and the best of my
So
abilities.
help me God.
So help me God.
All right, and would you like to pin this on him?
Yeah,
Nope.
good. Two, go. Two balls right there.
You can stick him.
Thank you, Kathy. And then I'll get you to sign this, and then if you want to take a picture of you guys just together without me in the background, you know. So I just need you to sign these, one for you, one for me, and one for our file.
Third one you said?
Yeah, 3 of them. You know, just in case the other 2 don't stick.
Heck, now I want one of the two of you together. One more, hold on. There we go. Nice. Okay.
Thank you. Congratulations, Jacob.
Thank you.
It's good to have you.
Thank you so much, all. Congrats.
There was 3 of these. Where's the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Here, I need to sign it.
Okay, reports, there is no fire report for the 6th consecutive month. Police report?
We had a total of 75 total calls for service. That included 3 animal complaints, 1 medical call, 34 property checks, 23 traffic stops, 9 trouble with calls, 1 vehicle accident, 5 other, which includes warrant services, thefts, fraud and scam reports. I had 5 arrests this month, including OWI, possession of a stolen firearm, felony illegal alien in possession of a firearm, and other immigration-related charges. 2 things for notes I have here. I'm sure if you guys saw the Facebook page yesterday, there were lots of complaints about speeding. Just over the past week or so, I wrote citations for 45 in the 20 and 47 in the 20. Today I stopped one for 32 in the 20. So I tell people we don't expect you to go right along 20 miles an hour, but 20 miles plus over the speed limit is just absolutely unacceptable. We'll write citations for that every single time, so. So we're, I know there was something with the semis, that they were gonna contact right before, we're looking out for that too, so, but unfortunately, there's only so many of us, we can only be so many places at one time, so, we're trying, so. And then secondly, we've received multiple complaints about stray cats in the area. These cats seem to be coming from one individual that we know of, and that's currently an open investigation. We're taking care of that, so. Some of the tasks here, the lobby is now open 24/7, this other door right here. Inside that lobby, you have access to an AED, Narcan in the event of an opioid overdose, and a bleeding control kit. There's also resources in there on how to file a protection order, victims' rights brochures, information on homeless shelters, things like that. Update on the grants. I've applied for multiple grants in June totaling about $150,000. These grants are for things like new computers in our vehicles, radar systems, printers, and even a car seat program through the state that will allow us to give, I think I applied for up to 5 car seats to give to parents that are in need of car seats. So I'm really hoping we get that one. And those grants are in addition to the grants that Kathy mentioned earlier. Vehicles, I have submitted the paperwork for our federal stipend under the 287G program in the amount of $107,500 to purchase new vehicles. I've received one quote from John Jones. I've not heard back from Andy Moore on the Ford side, but when I get both of those quotes, I'll put them all together, do a nice proposal, and then we can figure it out from there. So,
So how many quotes you're gonna try and get together?
it's for 2 vehicles, but it's for 2 different places. It's 2 vehicles for one dealership and then 2 vehicles.
Okay, two vehicles. Okay.
Yeah, because the John Jones, I really like them, and they do all the upfitting and stuff themselves, but they're only a Chevrolet and Dodge dealership. So I just wanted to get another quote on Ford just to compare the prices and stuff. So yeah. The funding for that stipend can take up to 60 days. There's a 24-hour email that I can email to ask about the turnaround rate and keep track of that. So I don't know exactly how that money is sent. I don't know if it's via check or someone delivers it to us. I don't know, but we'll get an update on that. The cell phones, I now have a duty cell phone that has been ringing off the hook from dispatch, so it works. And then the on-duty officers, the PD phone is forwarded to the duty cell phone, so even if you call the police department phone number, it automatically gets routed to that cell phone. So if the officer's out and about, you don't have to worry about being in the office to take phone calls. It's routed to that cell phone. So somebody should answer. Obviously, in the event of emergency, 911 is your best option. And then one request I have for the town. I know we briefly talked about this in the last meeting about the city ordinance violations and how we cover that. Under Indiana Code 33-36, under that entire section, it talks about in there that we can create a ordinance violations bureau, which basically would be Kathy, and then we can set up an entire fee schedule. And basically that'll allow us to write somebody a town ordinance violation for a non-moving violation, so like an animal violation. And we have to have a set price for their first offense, second offense, so on and so forth. And that allows them the option, if they just want to admit to it, pay it, it goes directly to the town. They don't have to pay any court costs, nothing like that. They're always entitled to a trial, or they can contest a citation in front of a judge, which then it would go through Elwood City Court like we're doing now. So
I'll look at it, Jacob. I'm kind of familiar with it, but it's been years since I've really looked at this.
yeah, I've looked up several towns, and I actually if you go to the city of Fisher's website, their police department, they have a very nice example of a fee schedule. And that's actually what I was going to kind of shape mine off of. So, but yeah, I guess that's not really for the town, it's more for Tim to look into, and then we can, in the meantime, I can work up a fee schedule, and then we can enact it from there.
I think it makes a lot of sense. It seems like there are some people that are continual repeat offenders.
Yeah, and
Every year, the same people that won't cut the grass, or it's the same property owner, whether they're here in town or whether they're in California or wherever.
right, yeah, and I'm not here to write, take people's money and write citations left and right, but at some point, you're right, we have to put an end to it, and, right now, the process is pretty, it kind of ties our hands on what we can do, but I think looking into something like this would definitely help that, and at least, the money would go directly to Kathy, and it's not only is it cheaper for the individual who's getting the citation, it's cheaper for us, so we get all the money for that, so.
You said Fisher's has got a good example? of
Yeah,
town
if you look up, like, there's like a tab on there for city ordinances,
Yeah.
they have like a nice fee schedule in it, and it's like a spreadsheet almost, so. And that's all I have.
Jacob, did you, we forgot to talk about the patches. Did you happen to bring that
Yeah.
information?
No, so I was supposed to get it today, I emailed them, haven't heard back, this is now the third place that I've,
He's designed patches and he just needs approval to get them whenever.
yeah, and I, that's why I haven't brought an actual quote yet, because I haven't had an actual quote from somewhere, because
To
they
be
get,
continued.
they
on
get
that.
stuck in the designing process, and then we go back and forth on what to fix, and we don't get an actual quote, so when I get that, I'll send that over, so.
Remember, it's not a patch, but I noticed on the door, the two doors, that you might wanna get a different sticker to put on there.
Yeah, once we officially change everything, like I've been talking to Jim Rose, we'll update it on the website, all my nerds.
Good.
Good.
Water, wastewater, we hear anything from them?
Yes, we have a proposal, you have the proposal from licensing and, we'll do that later, everything is going good, but we have a proposal to talk about later.
Parks and streets,
The shelter at the park's down. I got a new chain for the baby swing. I was wondering why on East First the road didn't continue to the crossway at Red Gold. It's kind of 20 feet of torn up road in between the crossway and the new road. I didn't know what the deal was with that.
where at?
Right where they go across the road and the new road stops short of. About
Down here?
on East First.
East First.
You have to drive by and check it out. But down there in front of Sherry Matz's, it'll be done by Friday, and the painting is to be determined.
Yeah, they're not, that's separate from the grant. The grant is there's a problem with, that was our separate grant, it was a grant, thing that the town got. So they haven't, I noticed they've been there and they weren't seeing that stuff. But the painting, it looks like they have, they stopped short of where there was, they have more stop bars to paint, and then I think they'll be done. But I don't know when that's gonna happen. But Leo looks nice, First Street looks nice.
Have you driven down First Street? You know, right before you get to the cross arm,
Yeah,
how they left the 25 feet of old road.
yeah, we told them to start where Main Street used to be.
Okay.
So that's us, we told them, here's where we wanna start. And then there's a little bit there where maybe we're gonna try to get somebody that has a lot of traffic go across that area to maybe fix that house.
Good deal.
We got some free park, we got some free stuff from that.
Yeah,
They
they were
paid-
supposed to stop at Prospect,
Yeah,
and they went all the way down, so,
yeah.
and that's, so that didn't cost us anything.
Good deal.
Old business, CCMG update. Well, we just
Kinda just
had-
did that.
We have one more year on the community crossings grant, and that should be, Sycamore, Lotus, Ontario, and could be some of Oak Street, depending. And then that should finish us off on that. The lodge grant update, there's really no update. We have filed for the grant, and we have not heard back yet.
I think July the 10th is when we should hear back.
Good news is the Amish builder reimbursed another $195, so he's down to $64.92.
That's
all we've received is $64.92.
No, that's how much you had to get, those
It
is,
says received on here.
Oh, sorry.
This is received now.
Oh, that's the receipt. We received 195 balances.
Okay.
I forgot my comma. Big book.
I just thought it had received balance.
man, forgot that much.
You wish.
Yeah.
America 250 celebration on 6/28, that is 12 to 3, free hot dogs. Greg is already talking about how many hot dogs he's gonna eat.
I don't even know.
Ice cream,
Sitting, sitting down, sitting.
everybody should come and enjoy a good time, everything's free.
Is there
We're even
anything
gonna have,
else
we're
that's
even
now?
gonna have sodas, we're gonna have sodas. Now, if you were from Arestas, you'd say we're gonna have pop. Some people-
I'm from Arestas and I say so.
Me too.
So that's why. So,
New business, Spice and Vanderbeek Creek is a wellhead protection plan 2026. And it says, thank you for the opportunity to provide this proposal to the town of Orestes for the wellhead protection implementation services. Our office has completed wellhead protection plan updates for several utilities and would be glad to assist you in the same manner. The scope of the work is to review and assist with updates to the inventory of potential sources of contamination within the WHPA, including coordination of local officials and review of available records, assist with evaluation and documentation of management strategies to reduce the risk of contamination to the town's water supply, including ordinances, best management practices, and public outreach efforts. Prepare educational materials, public notices, and outreach documentation as needed to support the town's wellhead protection program and fulfill IDEM requirements. Conduct local planning team meeting, review WHPP updates to the town of Orestes, update all emergency responders and town contact information. Conduct information meeting for local responders to provide updated information to local responders as determined necessary. Compile and prepare the town of Orestes 5-year updates and then in accordance with IDM requirements and guidelines, including cooperation with town staff for required information and documentation. A completed update will be submitted to IDM. So in his absence, somebody's gonna have to help us understand what we're asking them to do.
we do this every year. We have this every year. It's for our water quality report.
Okay,
He's got another one too, but it didn't come through yet, so I don't know what we would do. If another proposal comes through for another, it's for our quality report, oh, it's not good. And we need to have that before July the 1st. Do we need to have a special meeting for that?
Yeah, so we don't have a proposal yet, so we don't know how much it is.
He sent me Anderson's instead, and so he's in a training, or he's in a meeting right now, so he sent me
Yeah,
Anderson's on accident.
You may have to.
once we get another one, we'll have to decide to have a special meeting, but this one is not to exceed $4,000. Understand that something's coming.
So he thinks he's gonna get another.
No, there's two different ones. That's the only one he's getting for this wellhead, and then he's
Oh.
got the water.
So we can approve this one
Yeah,
for the wellhead
yeah,
protection,
Yes, wellhead protection
Yeah.
needs to be approved, and then
Okay.
the water quality one
yeah. Yeah, he can.
we'll need later, okay. So I need a motion.
As I said it, and he seconded it, and we all said.
Aye.
Good.
The water quality, is that the one where he takes the samples of different houses and sends
It
it in?
sends it in, yeah, and then we'll get that report every year. Every
That
resident gets the
paper.
report.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he files that with, IDEM?
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's, I mean, we have to do it, it's not.
Yes, we have to.
Now, that.
Yeah. Yep.
We have 3 resolutions. Instead of waiting till the end of the year, if you remember last year, we had like 47 resolutions we had to go through. Kathy is trying to be more proactive where we can move the money we need to move instead of waiting till the end of the year. The first First one is 726, be resolved that the town council of Reston shall transfer $4,464 from MBH appropriation 430 street repair to appropriation 330 electricity.
I second it.
Aye. Oh, he seconded it, so we all approve, right?
All approved.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The second one is 8-26, be resolved that the town council of Reston shall transfer $4,419 from MBH appropriation 231 auto repair to appropriation 110 Marshall.
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And the third one is 9-26. Oh, it's not $4,000. Be resolved the town council of Reston shall transfer $7,200 from MBH appropriation 430 street repair to appropriation 321 Marshall Gas. A lot of gas. Your second,
Yep.
favor say aye.
And the reason those were so high is because, when I did the budget at the end of the year, it didn't, for some reason it said 0 on electricity, 0 on his taxes, and 0 on, something else, electricity, gas, and taxes. So I had to transfer that money within the fund, so it's not coming out from,
Anywhere else?
it's just moving money around.
We have open discussion for items not on the agenda. Anybody?
I've never been to a meeting before, so I'm a little late, I apologize. I don't really know how the meetings work, because I've never been to one,
Just need to
but,
state your name.
oh, sorry, my name is Leora LaSure. I live at 34 Broadway. So I have two issues, really. One is, I know that they're worried about people speeding on this road, but we've had a lot of people speeding on Broadway, where my grandson plays outside on it daily. Like, we're there with him, but it's the point that they're going so fast that they shouldn't be going down that road, period, is my opinion. And my other one is, it's just gonna really get some people upset, but the whole cat issue. So, we live pretty much out in the country. So I understand the guy down here has tons of cats. I know he feeds it, everything else. But every place has cats. I'm from Elwood. There's random cats all over Elwood. But it's not okay to say that you're gonna put rat poisoning and food outside. I have animals. They stay in my yard, but if they get out, that's a problem.
I think that's been said, and this is not Elwood.
I know this is not Elwood, but the people that wanna put rat poisoning lives in Arrested, where I live.
Nobody here said that, though.
Maybe that's not a town.
So I received a call where there was someone said that they said something. I can't prove whether they said it or not.
Correct.
I talked to that individual. They said they didn't say it. There's nothing else I can do about it. So I actually addressed both of those things probably about 20 minutes ago. So, which is fine. I'll re-address it. The cat issue, it's an open investigation. We know for the most part where they're coming from. I was on the phone a couple hours ago with the prosecutor's office about it. It's being taken care of for sure.
The larger problem right now is that everywhere that we would like to take animals is saying they're full and they will not take any animals.
Yeah, I've been texting back and forth today with the director of Animal Protection League, and we're trying to figure something out. So I'm trying to.
I know
we
my
can
daughter
take him there.
I spoke to you.
Yeah, she
I'm
has.
just saying, I understand there's an issue here, but it's, there's a lot of people that have animals that keep their animals in the yard, but if my animal was to get out of the yard and get sick, that would be a bigger issue.
And what I told her is yes, to poison an animal is neglect of animals. It's a crime. But I can't just go into somebody's property, test the food, and then also prove the intent that that's why that rat poison was there, was for intended for other animals. So there's a lot of moving parts to it. I'm an animal lover myself. I get it, but I think that we're hitting the nail on the head with the issue down the street, and hopefully, once we deal with that, that's going to curb the rest of the issues of cats coming on. Because there's property damage happening to multiple people in town. So, and I've taken probably 3 or 4 reports on property damage just from stray cats. So I'm sick of hearing about it. As a law enforcement agency, this should be at the very bottom of what we have
I
to deal with.
agree.
But, and I'm, yeah, yes, it's part of my job, obviously, but it's stemming from one individual, and I'm ready to take legal action, and I don't care. You know,
I agree, but I
it's-
mean, even if you take legal action, there's still probably gonna be random cats.
Oh, yeah, we're not gonna get all of them, but
Yeah.
I think that the epicenter where they're coming from, we're curbing that, so. And then the speeding issue, I saw the Facebook post, we were talking about that. I wrote several citations for
You were
25,
on Broadway
27.
today.
Yeah, I was on Broadway several times.
Yeah, I feel like this summer's been the worst for some reason. Like, I feel like last summer wasn't near as bad on Broadway Street. Like, you know, most of them actually that live down there.
It's new.
Yeah,
Everyone's just grinding it up.
yeah.
So if you get a license plate and, you don't even have to get a picture, just get a license plate, say, hey, this so-and-so is speeding, that's enough for me to run the plate, call and have a conversation with them. We can actually write them a citation. I don't feel comfortable doing that because I can't testify. You would have to show up to court and testify on it. I don't want to go through that number general, but, I'm very active in stopping cars. I was set up now here at the four-way for several hours today, so made multiple traffic stops today, so. Unfortunately, there's only 4 of us currently. We can't be everywhere at one time, but we're trying, so.
What's the noise ordinance on a vehicle?
So
Like,
we,
is there certain times?
yeah, so we have there's 2 different, I believe we have just a regular noise ordinance that covers every form of noise. But we do have I believe like an engine braking, like a Jake brake ordinance as well.
For the semis and things.
Doesn't it,
Yeah.
don't we have a sign
Yeah,
down
there's a
there?
sign coming into town that said, and actually, about 3-4 weeks ago, I stopped a motorcycle, about 10 o'clock at night, revving through here.
But like a certain time, it's not like,
I'll have
like
to,
if it's during the day, you know, like say 4 o'clock, is there like a time limit?
I don't believe, I know Madison County has one, but because we're incorporated, we don't fall under their guidelines. I'll have to check our
I don't
ordinance.
think there's any time parameters in the ordinance as far as.
Yeah, I don't believe there is. I can get back with you on that.
Okay,
Let me
yes,
read that
please.
statute in its entirety, and I can get back with you on that.
Yeah, because I mean, I have a son that has a loud truck, but it's never at nighttime, it's during the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it with vehicles
We've had a
without,
lot
like,
of trouble with that,
the
and my
Jake
neighbor does
brake.
too.
Yeah, we're not, shooting off fireworks, things like that, we can deal with that when
Yeah, as long as it's a decent hour, that's what I'm sure, like, I just need to know, as long as it's during the day and not like midnight, 1 o'clock, after 10 o'clock.
I'll double check our ordinances. We were talking about some ordinances, but,
We're gonna get fireworks.
yeah,
Like later.
yeah. Yeah, I'll read that in its entirety. It's been a while since I pulled that statute up, but, I don't come across it much, but I'll read that and get back to you on that, so.
Okay.
Anyone else have anything?
Greg Warren, plant manager of Red Gold. Thank you for having me. Just a few things from Red Gold. I appreciate the concerns. We do have paving taking place June 29th, 7/1. It's going to be more focused around the 9 lot down there where the gate is. Shouldn't affect any traffic, shouldn't affect anything like that. It's going to be more on that property, but just so you know, if you see some trucks coming in and out, they're going to pave back behind the sugar tank. And then they're gonna pave around the 9 lot gate, okay, that area there. Got a little bit of parking lot repairs we gotta do as well. For you, Jacob, I'd like to take you on a tour if you wanna come and get with me. We have finally labeled the doors. Every door is labeled now. I think it allows us to have access for if we have an emergency or something like that, that we can literally tell law enforcement or tell the fire department or EMTs that, hey, come to warehouse 12 EE 01. They're all labeled, they're reflective, you can see them at night. So I thought that was a pretty good update. So 2 things I've addressed in the last 30 days, and I'll continue to address. There were actually 3 things. I did meet with the nice young neighbor down at the end of the road that we have some employees that when they like to get off work, they probably go a little too fast. So we posted up being a good neighbor type thing. I've set my managers at the end of each of the things to collect car information. So they could have a nice little discussion with me about slowing down and being respectful of our neighbors in town, especially the speed limits. But I'll be the first to tell you, there's no warnings, okay? If people are speeding, especially our employees, whatever, expected them to get tickets. We did go all the way to corporate as far as our exterior semi drivers that are stopping in the middle of the road. I personally have almost hit somebody, which made me feel like trying to go around one, leaving at 5:30. So I've also asked Jacob, everybody, if you see a semi that stops in the middle of the road, that is not the process. So we went to corporate, they have put that message out to every external carrier that we have. And now I'm gonna do the same thing with the excessive speeding that we're seeing from some of the semis. They're pretty difficult to handle because, most of them, let's just say, don't speak the same language that we do and don't think they're under the same rules of us anymore. So, but I do expect them to be like a full DOT type thing if they're speeding, whatever. And our employees, the drivers, they've had plenty of warnings and plenty of everything. There's things posted all over that factory about being good neighbors, watching out for our kids in the town. Several meetings by myself, and Tony, anybody, Kathy, Rob, can always bring those complaints to me and I'll address them. If you give me a license plate, give me a specific car, whatever, we will address that, trust me, from that standpoint. And then, just everybody likes to know, it's getting here middle of June, like, hey, when's fresh pack starting, right? Weather hasn't been real good to us right now, but all of our planning's done, okay? Finally got it all on the ground, it's all done. But the rain, we don't need any more rain, and they're calling for rain the next 3 days, so we're probably gonna get a little bit later start than normally, the August 9th, 10th, I'm probably looking maybe 12th to 14th, 15th time frame of August. Okay?
Of August?
Yeah. Yeah. So that can change though, it's supposed to be hot next
Sure.
week, but the weather's not helping. Once tomatoes get in the ground, they like that really, really hot sun and very little water, so. But anyway, there's just a few things. I'll address them.
Appreciate the update. Anything else from anybody? Then I'll make a motion that we pay water and wastewater claim 6-1 through 6-17 for $22,571.31. And town fund claim 6-1 through 6-19 for $11,218.17. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So we make a motion, we adjourn the meeting at 7:41.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Miss, where's Broadway Street?
I'm right, very next door to it.
I don't know, I don't even know north, south, east.
One more, I don't either.
You live in it.
I said over here first, and then I went over here.
Jacob, I
I'll
think
make
it's
sure
not
it's
just
not.
that house next door.
Thank you, Mr. Tony, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll bring down mustard and a time cup.
Great.
What's that?
This stuff is on here too. Well, mine is in the world.
Okay.
On the other side of that brick house, that's wrong.
Okay.
I took it off of my. Okay. They've got a.